In this video, I'm taking some items from the thrift store and Goodwill, or items that I had bought on clearance a while back, and completely giving them a makeover and making them into something that I'm proud to display in my home. So make sure you stay tuned to see how all of these projects turned out. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited you are joining me today. In this video, I'm going to be using some items from the thrift store or that I already had. Items that I usually wouldn't purchase is what I tried to use, so I could take some items that I didn't like and then I could make them over and be proud to put them in my house and make them fit in with my farmhouse style. If you enjoy these types of video, please let me know in the comments down below and give it a big thumbs up. And I'll also have another Trash to Treasure Christmas themed DIY video in the description below, because this video is a collab with Kristen K. So if you don't know who Kristen K is, she is a fellow DIYer here on YouTube. She makes a ton of Dollar Tree DIYs, farmhouse DIYs. She does a lot of thrift makeovers and like garage sale hauls. She does reviews and just a ton of different content, but very similar to what I do on this channel. So if you enjoy watching crafts, you'll really enjoy her. She's a funny, down-to-earth person that just really tells it as it is. If she likes something, she'll let you know. If she don't, if something works, she'll let you know, or if it doesn't work. And she's just really funny, and it's just fun to watch her take on DIY projects. Kristen is one of the first DIYers that I met on YouTube, and we've kind of kept up ever since. So it's fun making friends and knowing people on this platform that you're growing alongside, and see how kind of our styles change and evolve as we go on. So make sure you go check out her channel down below. I'll have her channel and her video that she's doing. We both are doing Christmas themed Trash to Treasure videos today. So I am excited to get to see what she put together for today. And if you're coming over from Kristen's channel, hello, my name is Katelyn. I am married and have 3 cute little girls. And I love to make DIYs and home decor. I do a lot of Dollar Tree projects, but I also try to incorporate other items. But if I do use other items, it's usually from like Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I don't ever get too fancy. I don't always sound like this either. We have had a lot of sickness in our home for the past few weeks. We're a family of 5, so it just seems like it's kind of been lingering, and we've been passing stuff back and forth, and I just kind of lost my voice. So I hope that's all it is. Maybe I'll get over it and I can just enjoy the holidays. But I hope you enjoy the projects that I have put together today. I tried to go out of my comfort zone and try to make things that I usually don't make and make them a little bit different style. So I really hope you enjoy them, and let's get on into the video. So the first thing that I picked up was this little Lazy Susan, and I'm guessing this was a spice rack, but it's this yellowy toned wood, and I just didn't love it, and I did not have any idea of what I was going to use it for when I first purchased it. But this was $3.99, and I'm pretty sure this came from a Goodwill, and I went ahead and picked it up. I kind of thought originally that I would just make it kind of like a tiered tray and just decorate it pretty, but then I had this really cool idea to turn it into a hot cocoa bar, especially since this video turned into like a Christmas themed Trash to Treasure. So I was so excited to try out some of my new cute little Walmart finds, and I'm excited to share those with you all a little bit later in the video. So the first thing that I do is wipe this down. It was really dusty, and I guess where maybe somebody did have spices on it, it just had like a nasty little film on it. So I just wiped that down with baby wipes, and then I take this outside and spray it with some gray matte spray paint. I wanted this to look like a rustic wood, and I knew it was going to take a lot of work and a lot of layers of paint to get it exactly how I wanted it, but it was completely worth it at the end. I started with a gray, and then I thought it would be fun to add some browns, like some warmer colors in there. So I'm taking some of my truffle chalk paint and just kind of dry brush along the edges and really all over it. And this looks really light and weird whenever it first goes on, but it does dry a lot darker, and it makes it look a lot more like wood. I'm just using a larger, older brush to do this. I forgot to mention that. I like to use brushes where the bristles are all spread out. It gives it a better texture. And in the center you can see I didn't want to go back and forth, so I am kind of continuing to do the circular motion. So I just go ahead and brush that on top of it. And the brown paint hadn't completely dried whenever I am brushing this white on there, so it's kind of all blending together, and I think it just gives it such a beautiful effect. I guess really the hardest part of painting that was just getting those little spokes to kind of blend in, because they were kind of awkward to paint. I kept applying too much paint on them, but I love how this looks after I got the paint on there. It looks like a weathered wood piece, and it kind of looks a little strange on camera, but in person it looks really good, and it looks like it is like something from Hobby Lobby, how they make it look like it's old, so I really like that. And I ran to Walmart and I picked up some cute little items I could decorate this. Those little snowman mugs are from Walmart. They had a large one as well as two little smaller ones, so I went ahead and grabbed those. And they also had this little candy cane tree. I'm kind of just keeping this with a red and white theme. I put the large snowman on top and then this little smaller one in the bottom, and filled it full of like some peppermint sticks, and I had used candy canes. All of those little food items came from the Dollar Tree. I stuck some little chocolate Santas in there, and then some hot cocoa powder in that little loaf pan. And then I just felt like it had some missing space, so I just went ahead and added some of this little greenery that I had left over from some of my projects in there. And I love how this looks. It's so cute. I think it is definitely a trash to treasure makeover, and it's even better than what I was picturing when I originally thought of the hot cocoa bar. The next thing that I chose to make over is this little wooden shadow box. This looks so old, and I bought it from Dollar General last year, and it was on like 75 or 80% off, so I only gave a couple dollars for it, but it just kind of was a cool shape, and I knew that this had potential to turn into something else, but it just kind of got through in a corner and then kind of packed away. And whenever we were getting out all of our fall and Christmas stuff this year, I found it, so I thought this would be a great item that I can make over. So I didn't think that it looked that pretty whenever it started. I would have hated to have paid $10 for it, and I just didn't like the look of it. So I know it's going to have this ugly hot glue spot. You probably could have tried to scrape that off with a little scraper, but I was just kind of being lazy and I left it there because I thought that I might try to hide it. I also picked up this little reindeer and sleigh from Dollar General. It was a couple of dollars, and I just thought that this is something I would try to paint for fun and just set around. I had no idea that I would use it on a project like this, and it fit perfectly. Like, I was so amazed how perfectly that this went with this project, just like it was made for it. So I was so excited to use it. So the first thing I knew I had to do was remove that base, and I was trying to be super careful. So I'm just using a pair of my pliers and just kind of breaking it away from that middle piece just to make sure that nothing is getting damaged and I didn't break it in half. It just fits so snug in there. I was so excited, and it actually can like set in the front, so it kind of gives it a little 3D effect. The next thing that I wanted to do was work on the color of this shadow box. I have been loving all of the wood tones throughout my home this Christmas season, and I didn't really want to apply a bunch of paint on top of here and get rid of that, so I thought it would be fun to just kind of lighten it up with some sandpaper, and this worked perfect. It really just exposes the natural wood underneath and just gives it a lighter look to it. So I go ahead and wipe off all of the sanded paint with just a baby wipe, and then I'm going to paint the center with some of my mineral colored chalk paint. Next, I'm going to go ahead and paint my deer and sleigh with some white chalk paint, and I tried not to get it perfect, so I'm just kind of brushing over the top of it, but I do leave a few bare spots. I chose the word peace out of those three metal words that they offer at Dollar Tree, and I just stuck that in the background. And then on the top I wanted to make a little swag greenery, so I'm using a couple of these picks from Walmart, and I just hot glue them down. They are a little tricky to hot glue down. You kind of do have to hold them for a while just to make sure that they do stay really secure. And then I wanted to make a little double bow by looping some of this beautiful little burlap ribbon that has, or I guess it's not really burlap, it's just the color of burlap, this tan woodsy looking ribbon. I just think it's beautiful, and it goes with the whole aesthetic of this piece. I just love it. And I just make these super simple bows by looping my ribbon and tying them together with a piece of jute string. I just love doing this. It's just like this most simple way to make bows. I know you've probably watched me make a billion bows, but then if I don't show how to do it, then I get a ton of comments about how I make them. So I just like to show you all each time. And like I say, I just try to hold it there for a while. I know that I'm cutting the footage in and out really fast, but I am trying to take my time and make sure that everything is holding in place really nicely. I know that the sleigh piece isn't going to be holding on by very much, so I just applied a dot of hot glue to the little places that it is touching, just to make sure that it doesn't fall out. I just felt like the peace sign that was staying, that shiny metal, just kind of didn't go with it as much, so I do take that out and just give it a couple coats of this ink color black chalk paint. You and me, yeah, that's all I need. After that had dried, I'm going to tack it down with a little hot glue. This is a little tricky. Your glue does want to instantly dry on that metal, so I just try to press it down as fast and apply it to as many places as possible. But that's all I ended up doing to it. I think this fits in with my rustic farmhouse Christmas decor perfect. You'll have to let me know what type of decor you're decorating with. I know I've asked you that before, but as we go along, I know some of our styles can change a little bit as we get out and see what the stores has to offer. So let me know down in the comments below. But I love, love, love how this turned out. I think it is so pretty. Another item that I found at the Goodwill was this little ceramic basket, and I thought it had a lot of potential. That little bow on the front kind of reminds me like a little bow tie noodle, and I thought I might cover it up, but this actually broke. The handle broke off as soon as I got it home. So I did use some liquid nails to get it all put back together, and then I knew it needed to be painted, especially to go with all of our Christmas themes. So the first thing that I do is take this outside and give it a few coats of this ultra matte white Rust-Oleum spray paint. So I love how white it looks, and it doesn't have that yellow cast to it anymore. But I just don't like how white or how plain that it looks. So I thought that I kind of might make this look like some of the enamel wear and add a little bit of black around the handles and the top and the edges of this. I start by using my sponge brush, but I do a little bit later end up trading that out for just a normal paintbrush so I can have a little bit more control at the bottom. You can tell that I started very lightly. I was nervous about adding all of this black, and then I just like the look of it, so I really added it heavily around the top, and then you can see I'm just lightly going over the little edges. I did think that I would keep that bow at first, but then I decided that I did want to make a little ribbon bow and put that over the center. I thought since I was doing white and black that I would make a white and black buffalo check bow, but after I made it and then put it on there, I didn't like it, so you will see me replace it a little bit later. And then, to be honest, this basket isn't one of my favorite things that I've ever made on my channel. It was kind of a cute idea, but I think I just didn't get the black paint right on it. So, I don't know, I might have to try to take it all apart and repaint it later, but after I got the florals in it, I think that it kind of was cute and I can use it. Go ahead and try to use it this season. I wanted to do rustic neutral floral, so I put in these little picks from Walmart. And they have the greenery, but they also have a couple pine cones, so I thought that would work perfect in there. And then I'm just putting in some extra picks that I have laying around. These are from Walmart and Dollar Tree, and I think one of them with the bells actually came from Joann's Fabric. But I really liked the brown bells as well as the little burlap piece that is sticking up out of the top. So since it was the only one, I do take some more of my burlap ribbon and just tuck some more little loops around there. So you'll have to let me know in the comments, did you like the black and white buffalo check ribbon or do you like this little black ticked ribbon? So I'll call that bow number 1 or bow number 2. I didn't like it at first, but then I added one of these little snowflake from Dollar Tree that I did my little brown stain on, and I think it made it look so much better. So I do like this basket. I will use it for a little while, but I think I might take it back apart and repaint the basket a little bit later on. So leave your recommendations down below and let me know what does it need or how can I fix it so I can salvage this basket again. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun. I know I always say that, but I do enjoy putting together all of these DIYs for you all. And little challenges like this, like the Christmas theme, trash to treasure, and going out and hunting for the perfect things that I need and just bringing them home with no idea what I'm going to do and trying to make that over. It's just really fun. So I challenge you to take some items or visit your local thrift store and make over some items. You can follow me on Instagram and tag me like at KraftsbyKatelyn or hashtag KraftsbyKatelyn so I can see your projects too. Don't forget, go check out Kristen K's channel. I'll link it down below so you can see all the cool projects that she's making today. I can't wait to see, and I'll get to be able to see it the same time that you all do. So make sure you subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Bye.